welcome back. The Queen City is getting excited for Pride Month, and here to get you ready for the Pride Festival happening on Sunday are Bleu Darlin and Freddie Hercury. Hi, thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, you are both drag performers, so can you tell us a little bit about your styles and what we can expect from your acts?
You got it.
So I identify as a drag king, so most of the time I do emulate masculinity, but I like to blend it with a little bit of feminine grace and a lot of the things that Freddie Mercury did. So he had a very powerful masculinity, but I like to incorporate some of that femininity in it also. And yeah, I do a lot of older rock stuff, surprisingly.
What drew you to this character, well, person, Freddie Hercury, but
absolutely.
becoming this alternate personality?
Yeah, I like to joke that I'm not a good dancer, so I needed to just steal someone's moves. But in reality, I've followed Queen my whole life, and it's been a part of my own coming out journey, and knowing Freddie as somebody who was successful in an industry that is dominated by masculine personas. And so being able to bring that to my own life and my persona on stage has really meant a lot and helped me explore my own gender identity and things like that.
All right, what about you, Bleu Darlin?
So Bleu is a femme queen. I do some pageants, and so usually rhinestone head to toe, big wigs. I dance. I actually am mainly a singer too, so I'll be out at karaoke singing it up. But usually I just like to do pop songs that mean something to me and that I can connect to. But dancing, singing, and really connecting with the crowd.
From one pageant queen to the other. We love our rhinestones. Okay, so let's talk about your performances on Sunday and what makes that so special.
So the main stage at the Pride Festival is kind of like the crown jewel of the weekend, right? And so getting to do that is extremely meaningful and validating, just on a personal note, but then also being able to be a king on that stage and have that platform is huge. And then the performance itself, there's going to be dancers there with me and other kings and other people, which I don't normally do.
Backup dancers.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I am really excited for it. I cried when I found out that I was going to be on it because it's such a huge deal to me. It's very meaningful. I also have a couple of backup dancers. I got Looky Lou, the drag king, and Sabrina, who are going to be fabulous. We're going to be tearing it up. We also may have some special things we're going to be giving out during the performance. So we're just really excited and blessed to have the opportunity.
If you need more dancers, call me.
Yeah,
Right.
Call me.
We'll get you on the list.
Yeah, and you guys both talked about it, but what does it mean to you to be able to perform on the grand stage? This is a big deal. You know, Pride festivals everywhere. Buffalo has an amazing and huge festival, and being on the main stage is such an immense thing. You know, look at yourself maybe like 5 years ago. Could you imagine what you're doing now?
No, I mean, even a year ago, I went to the festival last year, and I'm just 2 years into drag now, and I was like, oh, someday, that's like my goal. I'd love to be on that stage. And then, like Blue said, when I got the email, I had to read it multiple times, and then I responded, and I was like, is this the main stage? I was like, there's no way. And so it's just really, I still can't believe it. Until I do it, I won't process it, I don't think.
Yeah, 5 years ago, I was living in San Francisco. I was just teaching kids. I was just singing in a choir, and I decided drag was what I wanted to go into because it's very, it's very theatrical. You do your hair, your makeup, your backgrounds, everything like that. So I really appreciate it for that. But knowing that I was going to be on main stage just was such an incredible experience because I think we also have been putting in work in the community. So I think the community really wants to see people who are trying to reach out to them and lift them up as well. Like those are the people we want to see out there performing. Yeah.
And speaking of, can you tell us about the queer community of Buffalo and why it is so important to have events like these?
Yeah, so I keep saying that the queer community in Buffalo is like having a renaissance right now. I mean, I'm newer into the community myself. It took me a while to find my way in, but
you're here now.
I am here now, and I feel like it's just like things are popping up all over the place, and I think especially in drag, Blue and I talk about this a lot, but alternative drag and drag kings and femme fatales or divas are really on the upswing right now, and I think that's super important and really inspiring to me.
Yeah, and our scene specifically with the performers, I think we are really close because we are quite small, but we are growing at fast rates. So there's shows, there's brunches, there's things popping up all over the place. So I'm just glad that we have the opportunity and we're getting recognition as well as like AFAB performers, that we are valid in our drag and we get to get up there and do things. So the community is growing and we're loving seeing it.
What do you see for the future of the Buffalo drag and queer community as a whole?
Yeah, I just see more safe spaces being created for us because a lot of times we're secluded to like, oh, you just perform at the queer bar. But no, we're gonna be performing everywhere. And it's not just gonna be like a brunch. Like we want to do pop-ups. I know, don't you do story time sometimes?
Yep.
And different ways that we can incorporate drag into just the regular life. It shouldn't have to be like late at night at a club starting at 11 p.m. Like we can do it daytime, we can do it at any time.
That's right. It's all about inclusivity, and we're seeing that. Thank you so much for coming in. Good luck with your performance.
Thank
and
you.
viewers, if you want to see Bleu Darlin and Freddie Hercury in action, be sure to catch their performances at the Pride Festival this Sunday at Canalside. For tickets and more information, just visit buffalopride.org. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.